second time in a row champions of the darn exciting in itself. And the ladies did a great job and were able to come away with a nice victory and just a nice overall effort. I was talking to you off the air, and Mike, before I give it to you, I just want to compliment you on the defensive side. The girls hustled their tails off. They did a great job defensively, and that was the difference. I did not keep track of turnovers in the first half, but in the second half, up until about the fourth quarter when I stopped keeping track, I had 10 turnovers up until about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, like we were talking a second ago, you draw up game plans and you have ideas how you want to stop other teams. And I'm just so proud of these girls. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had a team execute what we wanted to do on the defensive end of the ball court like this bunch did tonight. Outside of a few times we put them on the free throw line, we lost the one girl on the three-point shot. They didn't really have an answer for what we were doing, and our girls, they did exactly what I asked them to, and then turn that over to the offensive end of the court. I didn't feel like we ever really were pressing. We were patient. Like I said, I didn't know if we were going to score enough points there for a while, and we finally pulled away there. But we were patient. We finally were able to get the shots, get the looks inside, and end up pulling away there.
I really liked the way your defense forced the turnovers, but I thought the key of the game was Ashlyn Macy on Greer, their point guard. You took her out of the ball game, and she had just a really nice mid-range shot that she canned that one and come out the second half. And I thought she could be a problem, but I tell you, Ashlyn just really took the game away from her in the second half. And Minneapolis forced the turnovers, and like you say, I thought the tempo of the game for a half-court set, we did rather well in the half-court set here tonight.
Yeah, going back to what you just talked about with Ashlyn, I mean, coming in, we knew that Greer was their leading scorer, and
freshman.
Yeah, freshman. She's a nice ball player.
Yes, she is.
And I felt that was the one concern I had was the matchup size between the two. And we talked about team defense, and Ashlyn did a great job of putting pressure on her. But her teammates did a great job of helping out and keeping Greer. Anytime she was able to maybe get a screen, we were hedged out. We were where we needed to be, and it was overall just a great team effort on defense.
They came out and they really, the first 4 points of the game for Hoisington was in the low post, and they really forced it in the low post, but that was it. That was it the entire night until late in the game, and the girls did a great job of shutting that down. They were trying to run those screens down the middle, and our girls stepped up the defensive effort, and they did a great job. When you're short like we are, you can either sit in the zone and pack it in and try to keep it out, or you can get out and pressure the guards. And our outside perimeter defense, we just pushed them away from the basket. They just weren't ever able to get those tall girls down on that low block. And Allie and JC and Riley did a nice job of kind of moving them up the block as well. I mean, they just never got very many looks on the low block. I was really pleased with how he handled that.
I thought the other key to and Scott touched on it earlier, we kind of looked at each other and we bagged on the girls a little bit in the first half. 2 of 10 from the charity stripe. In the second half, it really looked like an excellent ball club. We got to the free throw line. We were 7 of 11. Man, I'll take that any night from the free throw line for the girls. And, they hit those free throws in the second half, and I think it was just a really solid second half for our basketball team.
Yeah, it was. We're sitting there and have a 3-point lead at halftime, and we always take a look at those kinds of things. And I looked at the scorebook, and I knew we were bad, but I didn't realize we were that bad. I told Coach Ratson and Coach Hawking, I was like, man, I hope that doesn't come back to bite us in the rear end. But, we did. We stepped up in the second half with a lot of confidence and made our free throws. That's one thing, looking down the road here, to finish games off, we need to be able to shoot probably, around 60%. And here, coming in this game, we were right around 50, maybe a little bit below. And I was really proud of the way we did under some pressure, got up there and made those free throws.
I noticed Scott and I both glanced over there about the same time and noticed you only went 6 deep on your bench, so you had to have one girl or two play the whole game without too much of a breather. So we kind of looked like maybe Ashlyn and Kylie got the dirty end of it tonight and all the minutes, but boy, you couldn't tell it. They just played right through.
No, we conditioned quite a bit in practice, so they're used to, doing all that running. And we only went 6 deep tonight, but last night we went a lot deeper on our bench. And
different style of ball game last night.
Yeah, and that was I think that was made it able for us to go the whole game tonight because we were able to save our legs last night. So even though we went 6 tonight, you win 3 games. It's a total team effort all the way through the tournament.
Absolutely. And 3 on the
solid victory, and congratulations on the championship. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and 3 on the all-tournament team, and we could have had 4 easily.
Yeah.
But nice job, Kylie Gregg and Allie Steinbrock and Kelsey Page all make the all-tournament team, and Ashley Macy could have easily been on there as well. But just a nice job by the ladies, and Coach, congrats. Just an exciting victory tonight for the Minneapolis Lady Lions.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Congrats as the Minneapolis Lady Lions come away with the victory tonight over the Hoisington Lady Cardinals, as the Minneapolis Lady Lions are victorious. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of the boys' game. We will go ahead and just take a quick break, and we'll be back here in about 30 seconds.
We're going to keep at it.
Go ahead, keep rolling. So, well, you guys keep rolling. I'm going to.
About boys' game, let's get started here in a little over 3 minutes.
Well, Dale, you have looked at this Hoisington team before, and we've seen them play last year. You know what the keys are to this game here tonight, and why don't you just let the folks know what this team's like, this Hoisington team.
I wish I had seen them play this year, but I haven't yet. But folks, they can literally start 6'8", 5'4". If they want to, I don't know that they will. But they definitely will start 6'8".
That's what I was alluding
and
to.
At least a 6'5", maybe.
That guy can throw it down both hands.
He's just a sophomore. We saw him last year at this tournament and also at Substate. He's quite the athlete. But this is the 11th game in the series tonight in this championship game. Hoisington Winter Jam. Minneapolis beat the series 7-3. 2 teams split last year. We lost in the semifinals by 7 to Hoisington last year in the Winter Jam, and we beat them in Beloit in sub-state semifinals by 3. The winning team in the last 2 times we played them each scored 54 points. Interesting little highlights. It's going to take, we're going to have to hit well from outside tonight, Mike. We're going to have to play good defense like the girls do on the press, half-court traps. Anything we can do to not let them dominate on the inside. So I'm sure that we can get some good high-low action going in Johnson, either Crossan or Allison. That will be for our benefit. We're not going to be able to bust with them underneath the board. Try to take the net.
Now they'll be tough to match up.
Sorry about that, Mike. I was just hoping to get that from you.
Yeah, it'll be tough to match up against the 6'8" guy, but as you mentioned, 6'8", 6'5". We still need to. We don't want to go away from our inside game down low. Crossan's so valuable down there in the paint, and Yoxel. So that inside-out ball movement, get it back outside, get that open look. We get that open look from the outside. We're going to be tough if we're knocking down our shot.
What's the number of Minneapolis next year? Manny is
Mooney. Mooney's a senior, first year on varsity. First year on varsity. He, the Mooney's lived in Minneapolis for quite a few years, and he's the tech. His dad's the tech deal for the school district up here, so computer tech. So Minneapolis in their home white, as they're the 1 seed, and Hoisington in their red. It's very similar to the girls' matchup, even though we're in Hoisington. So
number 1 seed against number 2 seed, and also the number 2 seed in the state, the Minneapolis Lions, against the number 8 tough team. Number 2 team in the face against number 8 team.
Yeah. You know, an undefeated team. So Ryan Bieberly, a 5'8" senior, for the Hoisington Cardinals. Number 4, Cody Stetler. For Minneapolis, Casey Argamright. Number 5 for Minneapolis, that is John Michael Darrow. For the Hoisington Cardinals, number 5, Brady Demmel, a 5'9" senior. For Minneapolis, number 13, Andrew Yoxel, junior for the Lions. And number 32, Derek Kaiser, a 6'5" junior for the Hoisington Cardinals.
If I'm not mistaken, he sang 3-pointers on us last year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Here at Hoisington.
For Minneapolis, Grayson George, number 15. And number 34, Luke Becker, a 6'4" senior. If I remember, you were exactly right on that, Mike. They can shoot the outside ball. They have got some height as they start. They start 6'4", 6'5", 6'8", 5'8", and 5'9". So their point guards are point guards. They're their guards. Minneapolis in their home white, and Minneapolis on the Hoisington Cardinal Winter Jam tournament here, number 1 seed against the number 2 seed, and this is going to be hopefully quite a matchup tonight.
And I'm thankful that Hoisington is not in our such rough up as it is Beloit and Riley County.
Yeah, very much so.
Plus,
Hoisington Cardinals. They're young. They're fairly young as they got 2 senior starters, a sophomore, as well as they've got 3 senior starters. So tip is up, and it will go to Casey Argambright. Argambright and Grayson George. Grayson wins the tip, gets it back to Casey Argambright. Back to Darrow. Darrow almost loses the ball as they're playing a tight man defense against the Lions. Andrew Yoxel takes it down in the hole, no good, and falls down the ground. Great hustle. John Michael Darrow comes up with it, gets his man up in the air, and he's fouled. Nice job by John Michael. Great effort by the Lions as they get up in the air and they go after the loose ball. Luke Becker with the foul, his first team foul, and Darrow will be at the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first one. Second one coming by the junior John Michael Darrow. Shot is up, and it is in and out. Rebounded by the big guy, Stetler. Will go in the hands of Bieberly. Bieberly on the right-hand side gets it back over to Demmel. Back to Bieberly. Minneapolis in a tight man defense as well. Demmel rolls around to the right. Bieberly runs around the right-hand side. Back to Becker. Back to Bieberly. Go down low. They drop down. Drive. No good. Rebound by Grayson George. Grayson will pull it out. Minneapolis has got some numbers, and he takes it down. He's going to be fouled by Brady Demmel, and Grayson George takes it all the way down the floor. Nice job by the Lions as they drive and push the tempo. Casey Argambright to pull the trigger for the Lions. Get it into Andrew Yoxel, back to Darrow, back to Crossan. Back, Grayson George looks at a 3. Tries to get it down low, and they will turn the ball over back the other direction. Nice job by Minneapolis as they try to run on us, but they did not get it.
Stetler had the ball, tried to get the transition game going right to Darrow down the court. Big turnover.
Argambright on the outside. Casey rolls to the left-hand side. Casey picks his dribble back to Yoxel, back to Grayson George. He drives and travels with it. Wow. And the Lions will pick up a full-court press. Yeah. Not a real hard press. Bieberly back to Demmel, back to Becker. Becker back picks up his dribble, goes cross court, back to Beaverly. In the lane, gets it down low to the big guy. Oh, nice job, Andrew Yoxel takes it right away from Stettler. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel, as he takes it right away from him. Casey Argenbright drives in and good. Oh, in and out, cannot get it. Nice job by the Lions. I thought that one was just as much down.
Some great help defense down by Yoxel on the big guy.
Shot up and good off the glass by Brady Demmel. Comes back the other direction into Dylan Crossan. Crossan back to Yoxel. Down to Crossan. Got to take those shots, guys. They tried an extra pass, and they missed it down in the low block. Andrew's got such a nice touch.
Well, he had 6'8" moving right in front of him. Probably a probable block. He thought Dylan was going to be open.
Yoxel with the rebound after the miss. Argenbright will push it. Out to Grayson George for three. Up and good. Nice job, Grayson George, as he drains the three from the right corner. 4-2 Lions with the lead. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
I like the looks of that open shot, Scott. They're going to leave him all alone.
Oh, they got a block. Casey just slid just a little bit on that one. And he will get his first personal foul. Checking in is Zach Allison, Garrett Doherty, and Kyler Mason. Also, there will be one checking in for the Cardinals. First one is off the mark for number 2 for the... Checking in will be number 42 for Broder, I believe is how you pronounce that. So checking in for the Cardinals.
Doherty, Allison, and Macy in for Minneapolis.
Second one is up and good.
4-3, Minneapolis. 4:49 to go for the first quarter.
Garrett Doherty, they will pick up the press. Oh, nice job down low to Crossan. Great job by Minneapolis. They caught him sleeping on that one, guys. Nice job by the Lions as they get the bucket. And a timeout's going to be called by the Hoisington Cardinals. And the Hoisington coach is chewing them pretty good for leaving them wide open down there. And
what a great pass by Doherty.
Yeah.
Look all the way down to
Crossan nicely took it off the glass. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
Nike College Finals. Scott High School School. Bonus this year. Cheering on Minneapolis Lions, Solomon Gorillas, and the Ellsworth Bearcats.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas Cardinal Winter Jam here as Cardinals will have the ball. Lions up 6-3 here early in the first quarter. Ball in the hands of Beaverly. Beaverly guarded by Macy. Gets it back over to the top. They will collapse on the outside. Zach Allison getting the pass down low with the big guy. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Garrett Doherty. Garrett comes away with it somehow. Gets it back to Grayson George for three. Off the mark, but he's going to, thought he was going to get his own rebound on that one. Ball comes back to Beaverly. Beaverly back in the hands of Demmel. Demmel. Swing pass over to Beaverly for three. That one's up and no good. Rebounded by Grayson George. Back in the hands of Garrett Doherty. Garrett Doherty will bring it down. Back to Grayson. Grayson has it just taken away from Stettler. Stettler just has to stand there. Didn't have to do much. Ball goes back to Beaverly. Beaverly looks down low. Got a hand check down low. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Crossan. Back to Doherty. 6-3, 3:29. Kyler Macy is back over to Grayson George. Grayson looks down low. Swing pass over to Garrett Doherty, and we will turn the ball over, and Yoxel and Darrow checking back in for Grayson George as well as Dylan Crossan.
6-3 Minneapolis, 3:17 left first quarter.
Beaverly with the ball, and we'll bring it down to set it up. Swing pass on the outside.
Stettler will go out and play on the floor, won't he?
Yeah, he will. 2 Broders in there on the floor. Number 22, Anthony Broder, as well as Dustin Broder. Beverly on the outside drives. Oh, there's a travel. Thank you very much. Nice job. As I thought for a second they weren't going to call that, then nice defense by the Lions. Darrow with the ball as they pick up the trap. They go across court to Macy. Macy back to Doherty. Doherty drives. It's the backward to Darrow. Darrow goes down low to Yoxel. Yoxel has the ball stolen, and it goes all the way up. Oh, great job. Kyler Macy comes out of nowhere and rips that one out of Derek Kaiser's hands. It will stay with Hoisington, but great job by Minneapolis to get back on the defense after the turnover. 6-3, Lions with an early lead. 2:27 left to go in the first quarter.
Man, he had a lot of floor to cover to get there.
Broder to Broder. Broder back to the top key, Dustin Broder. Back on the outside to Stettler. Stettler looks down low. Nice pass. And there will be a foul. Nice job by Minneapolis. As Dustin Broder will go to the line to shoot 2. I'm not sure who the foul's on. I'm on Doherty. Oh, you're right. It was on Doherty. Sorry. First shot is up, and it is off the front of the rim. Good foul. Checking in is, back in is Dylan Crossan, Grayson George, and Casey Ardenbright as Allison, Macy, and Doherty get a breather. A nice effort by those 3 guys.
6'8" checks out for.
Second shot is up, and it is good. Casey Ardenbright will bring it down. He's double teamed. Back to Darrow. Back over to Grayson George. Grayson, and he will be fouled as Grayson drives the baseline by number 22, and that is Anthony Broder. Ardenbright to pull the trigger. Gets it out all the way outside to Darrow. Darrow rolls around, has a double team. Back to Yoxel. Yoxel into Crossan. Crossan in the paint and has it swatted. And it will come back the other direction. And ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hoisington Cardinals. As I'm not sure, Coach Shoup was wanting a foul on that one. So, or on the other end, I think he's still asking that one. So ball will go into Broder. Broder back to Demmel. Demmel back on the outside to Kaiser. Kaiser looks down low, and it's stolen by Ardenbright. Nice job, Casey Ardenbright, as he gets the steal. Comes back the other direction. He'll bring it out to John Michael. John Michael on the free throw line, up and in and out. That sucker was just as much down. We've had a couple of those tonight. 6-4, Lions with the lead. Demmel on the outside. Gets back to Beverly. Beverly to set this one up for the Cardinals as he drives. And got a hand check there. Darrow with the foul. Third team foul. First for John. Minute 15 left to go in the first quarter. 3 fouls on the Cardinals. That goes back to the outside to Broder. Broder nearly has the ball stolen. 3-point shot up and in and out. Comes down with it off the glass. It's good. I'm not sure how he got that one off the glass, guys, but he did. Tied up at 6. Grayson George drives lane. Shot up and no good. We can't get anything to fall right now. And it's a tie ball game with 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Kaiser with the ball on the outside. Gets it back to Beverly. And there's a travel. Yep, nice call by the official right there as he hopped with it.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 6-6. Number 34, Luke Becker checks back in for the Cardinals. Casey Ardenbright will bring it down And it's 34 seconds left. Back to Darrow. Darrow on the outside. Back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Ardenberg. Casey will set this up with 23 seconds. Casey back to John Michael. Back to Yoxel. They are watching our three-point shooters tight. Back to Ardenberg. 11 seconds left. Casey back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Yoxel. Back to Ardenberg. Back to Darrow. Top the key three-pointer. Oh, looked good, but didn't go. Had a nice look from the top of the key. That's the shot we wanted, guys. Just couldn't get it the ball. And we got 2 field goals. Grayson George with a 3 and Dylan Crossan with the bucket underneath. But we've got a tie ball game of 6. You're listening to 910kennedy.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex Line, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on big cars, new GMC trucks, and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex Line.
Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Santa Fe Carpet, where new carpet starts at $1.50 per square foot. Santa Fe Carpet now has soft stems by Bliss, softest, smartest carpet ever in 48 colors. Minus bottom line carpet price, Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Welcome back to Hoisington. Only second day of January. Second quarter action. How about this? Number 18 takes tied at 6.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight one throughout this ball game, guys. And Hoisington will have the ball here to start the second quarter. Beaverly back over to Broder, and then a turnover as it will go back to Minneapolis after the errant pass.
Minneapolis working for that last shot of that first quarter. Boy, Dylan Crossan had his man sealed off on the backside. I thought that's where the pass was going, but we did have a great look from 3, didn't we?
Grayson George shot up and good. Nice shot, Grayson George from about the free throw line. Extended there. Nice shot by Grayson. 8-6. Beaverly with the ball. They trap him at the top. And Baruch to Broder, back to Demmel. Demmel drives. And he's trapped down low. Broder shot up and no good. And there's a foul on Zach Allison.
Yeah, Stelter was up high, got the rebound. Zach had a hand on it, but it still started to go away. Then Zach's arm was all over the foul. Didn't rebound.
I remember we got him in foul trouble last year in sub-state.
And the big guy just wasn't effective at all.
3-point shot by Demmel. Off the mark, Andrew Yoxel skies up in the air and gets that one. Back to Garrett Doherty. Back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Garrett. Swing pass over to John Michael. Back to Yoxel. Yoxel back to Darrow for 3. Oh, looks at the 3, pulls it down. Goes into Allison. Back to Garrett Doherty. Back to Darrow. 8-6 here. Lions with the lead, 6:41. Yoxel in the paint, up and, off the mark. Allison with a great rebound, and there he's fouled. Nice job, Zach Allison, as he gets a great rebound, and he takes it right into the hole. Nice job, Zach Allison. .6:35 left to go in the second quarter. Zach Allison at the line to shoot 2. First foul on Dustin Broder. Shot is up and off the glass. Nice job, Zach Allison, as he banks one in. Nice job, Zach Allison.
Better than that, flanking it off the front of their end.
It counted.
Grayson George will come out. Kyler Macy will come in. Second shot coming. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Stetler. And a near turnover. Nice save by Beaverly. And they will bring it back the other direction. Kaiser drives off the glass. Good. Nice drive by Kaiser there as the 6'5" junior drives all the way down. The back door to Darrow. Darrow for 3. And that's off the mark. And rebounded by the Hoisington Cardinals. They go back the other direction. Hitting off the hands of the big guy, and it will be turned over back to the line.
He had visions of throwing that down with both hands.
Oh, I'm
could
sure
not
he did.
get the handle.
No. Darrow back to Doherty.
9-8 lead.
We have got to start hitting our outside shots, guys.
Yep. Doherty on the outside, back to Macy. Tyler with the ball into Yoxel, in the paint to Zach Allison. Zach comes away with it. Back to Darrow. Darrow drives. Back into Zach Allison. Comes away with it, and he'll be fouled. 3 seconds. And Zach goes down on his shoulder again. Dang it.
He's up in that.
Yeah. That shoulder is a painful one. So Dylan Crossan checks back in for Zach Allison. 9-8. Lions holding on to a 1-point lead. 5:35 here in the second quarter. And Stetler gets the ball and puts it off the glass and good. Hoisington has a lead 10-9. That's their first lead. No, they had a lead earlier as well. Yoxel with the ball. Back to Doherty. Doherty drives. Back to Tyler Macy. Tyler comes in. Back to John Michael for three. And it's in and out. And Minneapolis cannot hit a three right now. Have had some open looks and just haven't been able to get them to drop.
John Michaels had 3 nice looks. Usually he's good for 1 of 3 anyway.
Kaiser on the outside, guarded by Yoxel.
He'll hit his next 2.
Okay. Goes back to Demmel. Demmel drives, goes into the Stetler, and there's a walk. Nice job by Minneapolis as
Stetler trying to back down Dillon. Dillon won't have anything to do with it, and Stetler couldn't get his feet under him. And
Kyler Mason and Garrett Doherty check out as Casey Ardenbright and Grayson George check in. And another sub, that is Anthony Broder for the Cardinals. Ardenbright will bring it down. Set this one up. He's almost gets the trap up there. John Michael in the corner. Back to Ardenbright. Back to Darrow. Darrow looks down. Tight man defense by the Hoisington Cardinals. They try to trap. Gets it back to Crossan. Crossan looks down low to Yoxel. And nice job, Dylan Crossan, as he comes away with that loose ball. Kept it alive in the Minneapolis hands.
Great hustle. Dylan jumped right into the passing lane. He knew it was coming.
Darrow drives. Back to Ardenbright. Tight defense here. They are not letting us have any outside looks. So we'll see if we can get a high-low going here. Into Crossan. Crossan takes it down. And no call. Yoxel with the rebound. And he puts it up. Yes! Nice job, Andrew Yoxel, as he takes it to the big guy and he puts it in. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel, as he gets the bucket and the and one. He'll go to the line. Foul. Didn't see who the foul was on yet. And it was on Stetler, his first personal. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel.
Andrew used the left hand there. It shaded him a little bit from the big guy. Boy, that went in. That was a nice shot.
Andrew's free throws off the mark. Stetler with the rebound. 11-10 Lions with the lead. 3:31 left to go. Becker drives all the way in, and he gets the bucket, and he will go to the line as this crowd goes wild, the Hoisington crowd. It's a loud crowd tonight. Minneapolis has got a good fan base here, but Hoisington's got a large one too. Dylan Crossan's first personal foul as Becker drives the lane, gets the bucket, and we'll have the chance of the and one. And it is up, and it is no good. Rebound by Casey Ardenbright. Casey will bring it down to set this one up. Ball goes over to Grayson George. Grayson on the outside. Gets it into Yoxel. Yoxel has trouble, gets it back out to Darrow, back to Ardenbright. Casey back to Darrow. They're on the outside. And there's all kinds of fouling going on down there. No way. Darrow gets called for the foul, and he had his body into it. Unfortunately, we had a lazy pass on the high-low option there. They stole it. It was a lazy pass with a lot of bumping. At the line will be Kaiser. Kaiser's first free throw is nothing but net as they increase the lead 13-11. Darrow will check out as Doherty checks in. Beaverly checks in also for the Cardinals. Second shot is up, and it is nothing but net. Kaiser probably got 4 points on the night.
Yes. That's exactly what he's got. Pretty true.
Yeah.
Nice arch on his shot.
Doherty drives into Yoxel. Nice hustle by Henry Yoxel. Nice job by Casey Argenbright as he takes it in. He'll get fouled.
Might be on number 4.
Nope. On Beaverly. Demmel. Demmel's second personal foul. Casey Argenbright will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think they bailed out Stetler on that one. It looked like he could easily have been the culprit.
Those free throws up and good. Nice job, Casey Argenbright, as he gets the first one.
So important for Casey to do exactly what he did there, break down the defense. It creates havoc. It puts Minneapolis at the free throw line and gets Hoisington in foul trouble. Done it with 2, and it could have easily been Stetler.
Pump fake. Got him up in the air and then went up. Second shot coming by Argenbright. It's up and it's good. Nice job, Casey, as he drains them both. As Cardinals will bring it down up by 1. Beaverly with the ball, drives, kicks it back out, and turns it over. Nice job right through the hands of Derek Kaiser. And it will turn the ball over back to Minneapolis. Ball goes to Garrett Doherty. 2:28 left to go here in the first half. And Dylan Crossan off the glass, no good. Garrett Doherty comes up with it. Nice job, Garrett. I'm not sure how he came up with that, but he comes up with the bucket. Rebound and the bucket. Kaiser drives. It's a back to Beaverly, and there's a walker. Oh, no, timeout instead. Timeout called by the Hoisington Cardinals, so we will take one with them. 2:06 left to go in the first half. 15-14, Lions with a 1-point lead. You're listening to 910kennedy.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
At Robertson Monument, they believe that supporting community activities is very important. That's why they're sponsors of Lion Sports. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument hopes you make it to as many games as possible.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medication, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gift and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis.
We're helping bring coverage of all MHS football games, boys and girls basketball, along with volleyball, wrestling, baseball, softball. Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas. Phil Leach, Mike Perry, myself, Scott Osherman. Had a young man, Ethan Keating, helping us out the last couple of nights. And Ethan was filming and had a lot of fun. I talked to his dad this morning. He said he had a lot of fun doing that stuff. So, Minneapolis has the lead by 1. Hoisington has the ball. 2:06 left to go here in the first half. Kaiser inbounds. It's it to Broder. Broder back in the hands of Kaiser. Kaiser back to Beaverly. Beaverly back on the outside to Becker. Back to Kaiser for 3. It's off the mark, and it's rebounded by Garrett Doherty. Garrett pushes it. Drives down. Nice pass to Crossan. But he gets his own rebound. He's fouled. Nice job, Dylan Crossan, as the foul is called on Stetler. And Crossan, wow, nice pass, first of all, by Garrett Doherty. But then Dylan Crossan misses a point blank, but gets his own rebound, more important. Picks up a foul on Stetler. That's his second. Dylan's first shot is up and good. Nice job, Dylan Crossan. 16-14, minute 46 left in the first half. Second shot coming. It's up, and it is good. Nice job, Dylan, as he drains them both. Ball go in to Becker, back to Beaverly. Beaverly guarded by Doherty. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Becker. Oh, they got numbers down there. Gets it to Stetler, off the glass, and good. Stetler, oh, wow, he is tough from down there in that low block, and he gets the bucket. There's Doherty to Grayson George. Grayson shot up and good. Nice job, Grayson, and the foul. Bucket counts. And the foul, I'm not sure who it's on. To Beaverly, and it's Minneapolis and 1-1. So, and the bucket counted.
Oh, yeah, it was that shot.
So, Beaverly gets a foul, and Cross will go to the line for a 1-1.
You don't see this situation very often.
No, you don't. First one is up and good by Dylan Crossan.
All thanks to Vince Sweeters. That shot was a three-pointer.
Yeah.
This is a 4-point play, guys.
Yeah.
Possible. Shot is up, and it's off the front of the rim. Ball goes back to Becker. Becker will bring it down for the Cardinals. Gets it back to Beaverly. Beaverly swing pass over to Broder. Broder back to Beaverly. Gets it down low to Stetler. Swing pass over to Kaiser. Kaiser picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Becker. Becker back to Stetler. Stetler looks down low to Broder. Off the mark, rebounded by Yoxel. Andrew Yoxel picks up his dribble. Gets it. Oh, wow. Turned the ball over down there.
Casey has got to go get the ball.
Casey's not in there.
Yes, he is.
Oh, there he is. I'm sorry.
He has got to go get the ball, especially in situations as such.
Becker drives. Ball down low. Back to Kaiser for three. Off the mark. And that's over the back. Nice job. It's 3 on Stetler as he's over the back, and he will sit down for a while with 41 seconds left as he picks up his third personal foul.
I was wondering why they kept him in there. He got the easy basket down there, but boy, you got to get him out of harm's way. Over the back in his third foul. That's tough.
Andrew Yoxel will go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1 here. 20-16, 41.1 seconds left. Yoxel at the line for a 1-on-1. Shot is up, and it is off the mark. And missed another opportunity right there. Kaiser brings it down for the Cardinals. Back to Becker. Becker back to Beaverly for three. It's off the mark, and that's over the back, and that's a push foul.
Yes.
And that is on number 22, Anthony Broder. And
coming up.
fans are really not liking this one. And that's the second one they've called over the back.
Get position, good things happen.
Yoxel's back was curved like that, and he was moving in that direction. It was a push-off, but kind of the way it looked anyway from my angle. Andrew needs to knock these down right here. Easy two-shot foul.
Double bonus we are in, so he's got 2 right here.
29.2 ticks remaining in the half.
And come on, Andrew, we need these, buddy. Off the back side, back of the rim, have another one coming. This one's money.
0 for 3.
Normally, I think probably good.
Nice shot, Andrew Yoxel. You're welcome for letting me call that. 21-16. The Lions with the lead. Let's see, Kyler Macy checks in for Garrett Doherty. Beaverly with the ball, guarded by Macy. Beaverly gets the double team. There's foul. Yeah. Grayson George gets the foul. A little push there, so Kaiser will go to the line. So Grayson's first personal foul. Kaiser will go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
Kaiser was money last time,
Yeah.
so
Kaiser, pretty solid ball player for a junior.
Darrow back in for possibly a three-point look here
And he makes the first one.
at the end of the first half. 20 seconds left.
Second shot coming for Kaiser. Shot is up, and it is good. Perfect from the free throw line. All goes to Grayson George. Back to Argenbright. Casey will bring it down to set it up. Started by Broder. Back to Grayson. Grayson back to Yoxel. Yoxel back to Argenbright. 9 seconds left. Back to John Michael. Inside off. Yeah. Yoxel called with the foul. Zach Allison and Tyler Macy coming in. And so is Garrett Doherty. So Yoxel's first personal foul. Grayson George and Dylan Crossan and John Michael will sit down. 2.8 seconds left. They're going to try to prevent a shot here. 21-18. Ball will go in to Becker. Does not even look at the clock and didn't even just wasn't thinking on that one. Minneapolis has the lead at the half, 21-18. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. Welcome back to 21-18 Lions with the lead. It was knotted up at 6 in the first quarter, and Minneapolis comes out and takes the lead at the half, 21-8. More importantly, they get the big guy with 3 fouls, and that's a big one right there. As Lions had the lead at the half, Mike, you've got some stats. I'll let you go.
Minneapolis outscores Hoisington 15-12 in the second quarter, and Minneapolis not shooting the ball well from the free throw line, but it could have been a lot bigger lead for Minneapolis. For Hoisington, the big guy, Stettler, with 4 points, but as Scott mentioned, 3 big fouls. Kaiser, very good-looking ball player, perfect from the free throw line with 6 points. Becker has 2. Bieberly has 1. Brady Demmel has 2. Dustin Broder has 1. Anthony Broder has 2. For the scoring for Hoisington, 18 total points. Minneapolis, well-balanced scoring attack for Minneapolis, and Coach Shoup would only like to probably see the free throw shooting a little bit better. Nobody in really big foul trouble as Stettler has 3 for Hoisington. Argenbright had 2 points, both from the free throw line. Andrew Yoxel had 3. Grayson George leads all scorers with 7. Garrett Doherty off the bench with some excellent minutes as Darrow found himself on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Doherty had 2 points. Zach Allison with some good minutes until the shoulder gave him fits, had 1 point. Dylan Crossan down low had 5 points for Minneapolis. 15 points Minneapolis in the second quarter, and it is a tough game. This is a good game.
It is, and nice job by Minneapolis. Dylan Crossan 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Surprisingly, Andrew Yoxel, normally a pretty good free throw shooter, only 1 for 4 from the line. Argenbright 2 for 2, and Zach Allison 1 for 2. Minneapolis, and then John Darrow 1 for 2. So we've left some points on the floor, but we've done a nice job of ball movement, Mike. I felt like they did a great job of moving the ball around, and they got the ball. They are playing a very tight man defense, and it's a spread man defense. So they are all over the floor. They're not letting them have any looks unless they're coming off of a screen. And that's the only opportunity we're getting, and then Grayson George is not getting hardly any looks.
You're absolutely right, Scott. You noticed that midway through the first quarter and into the second quarter, Hoisington extending that defense, really tight defense. It's hard to get an open look from the outside. They're just denying that three-point shot. So Minneapolis goes to work in the paint, and we did pretty good work down there. We got Stettler in foul trouble and got to the free throw line. So, 8 of 13 not quite as good as you would like to see him, 10 or 13, somewhere in that neck of the woods, the free throw shooting. But Hoisington, pretty good free throw shooting team. We don't want to get into that contest.
Derek, this is the Kaiser. Yeah, Derek Kaiser was leading their way with 6 points, 4 for 4 from the line, and he is just smooth from the line. So they only go on 7 deep, and all 7 of their players have scored. So those 7 have been pretty solid ball players for them. Minneapolis, with their strengths going as deep as they do, and it helps as they run the 8-man rotation, and they just keep running and putting some fresh bodies in, and that's helping us as well.
You know what could hurt us here in the second half if Zach Allison isn't able to go. Leaves us a little bit light down on the low block. He plays good minutes down low and does a good job, gives those guys a chance to get a breather. So if Zach's shoulder isn't allowing him to go here in the second half, could be an issue.
He will go. He'll be in pain. He'll go, and he will fight hard, but he'll be in some pain. I can tell you that. I've talked to him a couple times, and just says he's just in a lot of pain when it happens. But he'll fight through it. He'll give us some tight minutes. May not be effective shooting wise, but he will give us some precious minutes, and we will need those for the second half.
Okay, a little brevity here. Scott and Mike, you feed yourself fans and somewhat experts on Kansas high school basketball.
Experts? No.
Any knowledge at all?
A little bit.
All right. Well, as I mentioned earlier, this is the 100th year anniversary celebration of Kansas State High School Activity Association state tournament basketball. And they do have a nice booklet out this year that's available to be ordered. Only for $10, I think, just filled with loads and loads of information. Some of the things are about interesting people that have played in the Kansas State High School Activity Association tournament over the past several years. I'll test out some of your knowledge here, guys.
I'm going to fail.
Name a couple, or at least one of 2 legendary college basketball coaches that played in Kansas State High School Activity Association. These are both these men.
Legendary college basketball coaches. Lon Kruger.
He's the Purdue coach right now. Coached at Floyd.
No, he used to be. That's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm talking about legendary.
So older than that.
That'd be a K-State.
No K-State ties.
Well, I'm off.
In fact, I'm really off there. No K-State ties.
I threw my one name out, and you said no. So
all right, so you give up?
I give up.
Adolph Rupp.
That should have been Halstead. That's I should have known that. They're having the Rupp tournament, Adolph Rupp tournament.
And the other one is I can't remember what I said.
That's right.
He is second question.
The dean.
What is the name of the first high school athlete to score 50 or more points in a Kansas State High School Activity Association game? Now, we're looking at boys, eh?
That's Chalworth.
What's that?
I was going to say Jackie Styles.
Ding, 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 ding. You should have answered that good on the Christmas play.
Man, well, I got hosed on that one. Okay, those boxers were not $79.99. I got taken on that one. So,
Jackie Styles, first athlete.
Jackie Styles, 50 points.
Yes,
oh, in a high school.
Well,
not in a tournament.
No, in a high school. High School Activity Association basketball state tournament.
State tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 50 points.
50, well, I think it was 53. And a boy just matched that. I can't remember what he was in a 3A. No, 1A tournament.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's book of that. It's just full of information, folks. All the rule changes that occurred throughout the years, every score of every game. Lots of stories about the athletes that participated.
Well,
your basketball. Kansas basketball aficionado at all. It's a must buy.
We drove, we drive right by Jackie Styles' home and see the in Claflin. So she was a very special ball player. Minute 11 left to go here in the halftime. 21-18 Lions with the lead. Really interesting how Hoisington has their 7 that play on the bench, and the coach is talking to them. The other 5 are out there shooting.
Well, they might be needed.
So, interesting.
Championship game here, folks. 21-18 at half. Very tight game. Good basketball. Just what you'd expect out of a championship ball game here. Cardinal Winter Jam. Boys in Kansas.
Same starting lineups it looks like for both squads here as we get going here.
Possession era to Minneapolis.
These guys coach a little different than me. I 3 personal fouls. I don't put them in just quite yet. You never know. They might get a little ticky-tack one, and the 4th foul. Stettler's in there.
Grayson George open 3. Nails it. Nice job, Grayson George, as he had an open look on the 3.
They put the trap on this side of the court.
Yeah.
Right out of it.
Nice job by the Lions. Nice look, nice shot by Minneapolis, and they trap him there. Grayson George gets the steal. And Andrew Yoxel comes away with a nice job by Kaiser. And then Andrew Yoxel travels.
I couldn't see it.
Yeah. Derek Kaiser comes in and strips the ball away from Grayson George. Amazing defensive play right there. Yoxel comes away with it, but can't handle it and travels with it. Ball comes back in the hands of Beaverly. Beaverly with the ball. Gets it into Stettler. Stettler back over to Demmel with 3. It's off the mark. Rebounded by. So,
double push there.
Yeah, I don't know what they were looking at, but ball will go into Minneapolis. Casey Argenbright will bring it down to set it up. 24-18, Lions with the lead. Argenbright gets it over to Darrow. Darrow's trapped over there. Back to Argenbright. Casey drives. Into Crossan. Crossan has it blocked by Stettler. And Kaiser will bring it down the other direction. Kaiser with the ball. Picks up his dribble back to Stettler. Stettler back to Beaverly. Beaverly guarded by Darrow. They'll drive all the way around the right-hand side. It's the backboard to Kaiser. Kaiser back to Demmel. 6:31 left to go in the third quarter. Demmel back to Becker. Becker on the outside gets back to Kaiser for 3. Oh, deadly from the top of the key. And he hit a big one right there. He's, I think, the one that hit so many against us last year. Argenbright. And he'll be fouled. Nice job. Kaiser will get the foul as Casey Argenbright will go to the hole. He takes it right into the bigs. It was right around Stettler, but Kaiser will get the foul.
One difference between last year and this year, at the beginning of the second half, we weren't hitting. They were.
Yeah.
I've noticed the double team. It's going to leave Casey wide open. Casey's going to have to
step up and take some of this.
He's going to have to take that 3 from right over there. I've seen it twice over there now, so he'll have to take that shot.
And he makes them both. Nice job, Casey Argenbright makes them both. 26-21, 5-point lead by Lions. Becker with the ball. Back to Beaverly. Back to Becker. Back to Kaiser. Kaiser shot up and no good off of Crossan. Ooh.
Stettler.
Off of Stettler. Stettler. Yeah. Casey's looks like he's going to try to be trapped over there. Back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Argenbright. Got to get her across, guys. They do. Back to Grayson. Grayson back to Casey. Casey into Yoxel. Yoxel in order to Darrow for 3. Yes! Nice job, Sean Michael, as he hits a big 3 right there. 29-21. Becker on the outside. Gets back to Beaverly. Beaverly tries. Gets back to Becker. Back to Beaverly. Drives in. Shot up off the glass. And, oh, no. Just nothing but net. No glass involved there. Ball goes back the other direction. Cross-court pass to Grayson George. Grayson shot up and off the mark and rebounded by Andrew Yoxel. Into Crossan and missed from the inside and just couldn't get it off the glass. We missed an opportunity there. 29-23. Becker with the ball, back to Stetler on the top of the key. And a timeout called by the Hoisington Cardinals. We'll take one with them. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. Lions with the lead, 29-23.
R&J Tax Services, the most dependable tax service in Salina, is open every Monday through Friday, 52 weeks out of the year. Have tax questions? Call R&J Tax Services in Salina.
At Lambert Insurance, Sue Clinton can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas Cardinal Winter Jam as Hoisington will have the ball here.
Doherty, Macy, excuse me, go ahead, Scott.
Go ahead, Mike.
Doherty, Macy, and Allison check in for Minneapolis.
Becker back to Beaverly. Beaverly at the top of the key, guarded by Darrow. Gets it back to Becker. They look at the cutter. They go back down to Kaiser. Kaiser turnaround shot up and good. As Kaiser's a pretty smooth ball player, and he takes it right around and gets it. And the turnover right there goes back. And no call, and off the mark, rebounded by Yoxel. I'm not sure who leveled who down there, but no call. Off to Doherty. Doherty back to Darrow for three. Yes, nice job. John Michael Darrow, and Mike, you called it early. He'd hit his next two, and he did. Oh, there's a ball.
A block.
It was a block, but my goodness, did he ever level his feet? Lower his shoulder. It was definitely, he did not have position, but boy, did he lower his shoulder. Andrew Yoxel with his second personal foul.
Yes.
It did not call it shooting.
Yeah, I hoped they were going to call that on the floor.
32-25. 3:59 to go in the third. Ball goes into Stetler, back to Kaiser. Kaiser back to Becker for three. And that's over the backboard, and it'll be Minneapolis ball. Lions will bring it down. Doherty with the ball. Back to Darrow. As they pick up a little bit of a press. Back to Doherty. Doherty into Yoxel. Back to Darrow. Back to Yoxel. Yoxel in the corner of Macy. Shot up and good. Nice job. Kyler Macy. Kyler hits a nice shot. 9-point lead for the Lions. Ball goes to Kaiser. Kaiser drives. Back to Beaverly for three. It's off the mark. Zach Allison with the rebound. Back to Jared Doherty. Nice job, Zach Allison. Back to Darrow. Darrow swings around, gets back to Yoxel. Shot up and good. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel from just beyond the free throw line. 11-point lead by the Lions. Kaiser brings it down the other direction. Kaiser back to Becker. Shot up and no good, but they'll get the foul. And that's three on Andrew Yoxel. As Kaiser will go to the line. That's a tough one right there. Andrew picks up his third. And Dylan Crossan will come in after the first free throw by Kaiser. Kaiser perfect from the line tonight. Shot is up, and it is good. I'm trying to jinx him, Mike.
You're trying.
He is such a smooth ball player for 6'5".
Can't see a better look at the free throw shot.
Yeah. So Grayson George checks in as well as Dylan Crossan as Darrow and Yoxel sit down. Second shot is up, and it is off the mark. And finally, it must have been your commentator. You jinxed him on that. Thank you very much. Garrett Doherty back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Tyler Macy. Macy drives around the right-hand side to back out to Doherty. Doherty drives around, gets it inside, and that should be off of Wyatt. Nice to Red. Nice job
What a fake job Doherty put on Silver.
Yeah. You know, I thought Stetler might have went over his back a little bit, almost fouled him, but 6'8", he could get there, long arms.
Ball goes top of the key to Doherty. Back to Grayson George for three. No, nice job, Dylan Crossan. There's a foul. Oh, Grayson George gets it, puts it in. 2 blocks by Stetler, but Grayson George comes down with it, puts it in. Nice job by the Lions. Come back the other direction. Beverly drives back to Becker. Becker will take the three, and it's off the mark. Rebound to Grayson George. 38-26. Grayson George brings it down for the Lions. Back to Doherty. Into Crossan in the paint. And cannot get
a hard time getting those balls.
Oh, he's missed 4 of them.
Whoa. Beverly on the outside. Gets it back to Becker. And there's a foul. Oh, I don't know. I think it was called on Broder.
Yes.
As the clear out. And it will go back to Minneapolis.
Broder puts the forearm shiver right into Doherty, and Doherty backpedals, loses his balance, and it's the player control foul.
2 team fouls apiece here in this half.
And Shoop's asking, how can we not get a foul down on the low side? And Crossan's had a couple of them. But Stetler doing a nice job. Garrett Doherty drives. Gets it over to Dylan Crossan. Crossan back to Doherty. And there's a foul on the floor on, I think, maybe Stetler. Yeah, no, 42 Broder. That's his third. So Darrow and Argenbright will check in for Doherty and Macy. Nice minutes by Doherty and Macy both. Excuse me, that was a foul on Kaiser.
That's what I was thinking.
38-26, minute 42 left to go in the third quarter. Ball goes into Zach Allison. Back to Casey Argenbright. Back to Grayson. Into Zach. And Zach can't quite get it. Ball will come back the other direction. Grayson comes up a little gimpy.
Just made a great recovery there.
Yeah.
Stop that three-pointer.
Back to Beverly. Beverly in the corner. Back to Demmel. Demmel. Swing pass over to Broder. Broder back to Kaiser. Kaiser shot up and good. Wow. He is hitting from about everywhere, guys.
Was that a 2?
Yes, there was a 2. 38-28, minute 3 left. How many points does he have, Mike? Ball goes
14.
back. 14. Dylan Crossan back to John Michael. Kaiser has 14 of their 28, half their points. Darrow. There's a foul there on Beverly. So Darrow nearly loses it. Comes down with it. Beverly chases him down.
Team foul number 4 on the card.
Grayson George inbounds. Gets it into Argenbright. Casey will bring it down, set it up here with 39 seconds left. Back to Grayson. Back to Darrow. 38-28. Minneapolis works it around to try to work for the last shot. Argenbright with the ball. Back to Darrow. And Darrow gets it over to Argenbright. 15. Back to Grayson. 12 seconds. Back to Crossan. Back to Argenbright. Now they'll work it. Casey gets back to Darrow. Back to Grayson.
No foul.
Grayson takes a three-pointer. Can't get it. Nice job. Nice look, though. Grayson had the shot partially blocked, I guess, and he comes away with it, gets the shot up. Can't get it to fall, but Minneapolis has the 10-point lead at the end of 3. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communications Channel 8.
I'm at the college line. More than supporting distances. Supporting distances. Call 1-877-557-5454 or go online to brownmax.com.
Welcome back, Jam. What a ball game, guys. 38-28, 8 minutes left to go as we start the fourth quarter. Hoisington will have the ball as we start the fourth quarter.
Kaiser did not even score in the first quarter, but has come on since then. He's your go-to guy, isn't he?
Oh, my gosh.
14 points.
Stetler is on the bench, and you don't need him when you got Kaiser. Kaiser hits about everything, and he's tall enough that he can go down low. So ball goes back to Demmel. Demmel is trapped. It's to Becker, back to Kaiser. Kaiser drives. To back to Demmel. To back into Broder. Shot up and good. Broder off. Nice little shot down low. Gets it back to Grayson George. 38-30. Casey Argenbright will bring it down to set it up for the Minneapolis Lions. Back to Yoxel, back to Darrow. Off the glass, no good. And that's going to be a foul. No, off the red.
Could have been, but they called it off the end. That's
Kaiser did agree with him, so better than
right
the foul.
bounds. That's it to Yoxel. Yoxel in the paint. Gets no good. Still can't get it. Puts it up. Still can't get it. Cross him with it. Still on the ground. Oh, yes. Grayson George finally comes down with it, and he will be fouled. Wow.
great offensive enforcement there. Knoxville on these two.
Crossan and George. Man, nice job by the Minneapolis Lions. Great offensive boards right there.
5 defense on start.
Argenbright to inbounds. Into Yoxel. And there's, wow. That'll be Andrew's fourth, and he gets, they said he threw an elbow, so.
Wow. He's being bumped at the same time.
Yeah. Zach Allison checking in as well as Stetler, as Yoxel as well as Becker check out. Ball will go into Bieberly. Bieberly will bring it down for the Cardinals. Bieberly drives. Misses the easy layup. Kaiser has hit from everywhere and misses the easy layup. There's a foul on Kaiser. That's a 16 foul. Only the second or third, maybe third on Kaiser. Grayson George gets it into Crossan. Back to Argenbright. Casey gets it in the corner to Grayson George. And there's a foul on Broder, and Grayson George will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1, as we are now in the bonus as Broder picks up his third personal foul.
A little bit too much bumping out there.
Yeah. A lot of bumping going on.
Bumping and grinding.
Grayson's shot is up and good. Nice job, Grayson George. He hits the first front end of the 1-and-1. Second shot coming. Up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Stetler. Back to Kaiser. Kaiser will push it. Oh, nice hustle, Dylan Crossan. Almost saves it in the hands of Casey Argenbright, but had his foot on the line. It will go back. It'll stay with Hoisington Cardinals.
Boy, it's only a positive when you got your post running the floor like that, hustling to get back to chip that ball away to keep that easy basket from going in.
Nice job, Zach Allison. Great job of holding his position. Stetler misses.
Guys for that rebound.
Crossan back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Argenbright. Casey from the free throw line.
Hey.
No good. Zach Allison. Oh.
He's fighting.
Yeah, nice job, Zach. Good hustle down there, buddy. 39-30 Lions with a 9-point lead. All goes back in the hands of Bieberly. Bieberly will bring it down, guarded by Darrow. 5:54 left to go here in the ball game. Back to Kaiser. Kaiser back to Demmel. Demmel back to Kaiser. Goes down low to Stetler. Shot up and no good, but Broder with the rebound, and Broder gets his second point in the paint. Grayson George for three. No good. Zach Allison gets it, and he puts it in. Oh, can't get it. Oh,
Long arm.
nice.
The law brought that in.
Schroeder down low, backs his man in. Demmel for three, off the mark. Casey Argenbright with the big rebound. Casey Argenbright, another big rebound. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Argenbright gets it back to Grayson George. Back to Argenbright. Casey back to crossing in the paint. Can't get it. Zach Allison had his hands on the ball and couldn't hold on to it. And nice job.
Three rebounds in a row. Deep boards.
Grayson comes up hobbling. As Grayson will bring it down. Or excuse me, Argenbright will bring it down. Back to Darrow. Darrow into Zach Allison. Good foul.
Nice.
4. That's finally 4 on Kaiser, and that was a mugging. Zach has been mugged numerous times, but that one's a very obvious.
That was really evident, wasn't it? Good. Nice.
Zach Allison will be at the line for a one-on-one. Jordan Mooney checks in for the first time tonight. Shot is up and good. Nice job, Zach Allison.
Boy, we need the free
Near those Zach. Nice job, buddy. Has another one. Jordan Mooney checks in for the Cardinals. Second shot coming. Shot is up, and he makes them both. Nice job, Zach Allison.
He fell over the line. He did. The ball was high arch. Took a while to get there. And at that time,
Nice job, Zach. Andrew Yoxel checks in for Zach Allison. Now Andrew's got to play smart with 4 fouls.
40-32, Minneapolis. 4:28 to go.
Beaverly with the ball gets it over to Kaiser. Kaiser also with 4 fouls. From the free throw line, shot up, no good, and picked up by Argenbright as
Guess who?
Grayson George for 3.
Yeah.
No
Mercy. Man, out.
Kaiser will bring it back the other direction. Picks up his dribble. Back to Beaverly. And there's all kinds of action going down low down there. Stetler hits the floor hard. And
We fouled.
yep, Dylan Crossan with the foul. Stetler will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I get a free throw through the 6'8" is here.
He's such an all-around player. He's probably pretty good. So he'll have 2 here. 40-32. Lions with the lead. 4 minutes left to go in this ball game. Stetler just a sophomore. Shot is up and off the back of the rim.
Tried to jinx it.
All right, that's what we do. We'll see. We'll see. Becker checks in. Second shot is up and good. Yoxley inbounds. Gets it to Argenbright. Casey triple team. Gets it back to Grayson George. Back in the corner to Darrow. Darrow rolls around back to Argenbright. Casey. Some his dribble.
Yeah, Dylan had turned into defender there and knocked that ball away. And Brown and fouled.
A lazy pass made into the inside high post.
Personal 15th foul. Cardinals have 8.
Well, we're trying to let them back in this thing, aren't we?
Beaverly with the ball. Guarded by Darrow. Back to Becker. Becker back to Kaiser. Kaiser tries.
Wow,
nice job, Dylan Crossan. Back goes to Darrow. Darrow. Timeout called by Coach Shoup. So 30-second timeout called at the 3:21 mark. 40-33. We will take a quick break with them. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. Minneapolis lead 40-33.
Fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races in Central Kansas and will continue the tradition. Raceway will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
This internet broadcast is made possible by Don Allison at Santa Fe Carpet in Salina. New carpet prices start at $1.50 per square foot. All colors in plain or plush styles, including popular 94-ounce carpet. Financing is available at Santa Fe Carpet.
Thank goodness the camera can't see on the camera.
Yeah, thank goodness for that one. Dale's up here breaking, busting the move. Minneapolis will add the ball.
He's jamming. He's jamming.
Grayson George inbounds. Gets it to Argenbright, and Casey will come back the other direction. Argenbright crosses the timeline, picks up his dribble, gets it back to Crossan, back to George. 40-33, Lions with the lead. Yoxel with the ball. They're playing some hand checking big time. And they're letting them play. That just amazes me. Grayson George will be fouled.
And we want him at the free throw line.
Next foul will be a double bonus for us.
Third personal on Beaverly. Sorry. In between two camera guys, and I apologize, guys. Grayson makes the first one. Needs to hit this one as well.
Might be some good things to rub up on.
Second shot coming. Makes them both. Nice job, Grayson. He's hit them both. Becker will bring it down for the Cardinals. Gets it to Beaverly. Beaverly drives. And off the glass, no good. Grayson George with the rebound. Argenbright will bring it down the other direction. 2:42 left to go in the ball game. Casey's picked up at half court. Gets the ball to Darrow. Darrow. Ball goes. Dang it. Andrew Yoxel is going to be sitting down. And that'll be 5 on Andrew.
Good foul, though.
So, another one of those passes that shouldn't have happened.
16 foul on the Lions.
Jared Doherty will check in for him. At the line will be number 5, Brady Demmel, a 5'9" senior for the Cardinals.
I'd like to start feeling good about this game, but this time.
Too much time left.
9-point lead. Or 11.
First shot is up and good by Demmel. And you expect a guard like Demmel or even Beaverly to hit their free throws, and Demmel hits his first one. 42-34, second one coming. Shot is up and off the mark, rebounded by Grayson George. Grayson back to Doherty. Doherty will bring it down for the Lions. Back to Darrow. Darrow back to Argenbright. Casey rolls around. He's nearly trapped. It's back to Crossan. Crossan back to Argenbright, and that's going to be 4 on Demmel. Or excuse me, Beaverly.
Casey to the line for 2.
As we're in the double bonus now, 42-34, 8-point lead, 2:11 left to go. Casey at the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first one. Nice job, Casey Argenbright. Second one coming for Casey. And another one coming here. And he drains it. Nice job, Casey Argenbright. 10-point lead for the Lions. Becker will bring it down for the Cardinals. Becker rolls around. Gets it back to Beaverly. Back to Kaiser. Kaiser in the side to Becker. Off the glass is good. And a timeout called by the Hoisington Cardinals. A full one. 2 minutes left. 44-36. We've got a good one here, guys. 8-point lead, but it's still a question mark. We'll be back.
4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Where do you go when you need groceries? Gene's IGA, of course. Gene's is proud to be a sponsor of Minneapolis sports and hopes that you'll encourage your children to be as competitive in the classroom as they are in sports. Gene's IGA, a proud sponsor of today's game.
The State Bank of Delphos and Glasgow and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks committed to making your banking experience as easy and personal as possible. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Salina Spring and Axle, specializing in all your suspension, alignment, and brake needs for over 50 years. Located at 672 South Broadway, just north of Crawford Street in Salina.
Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas Cardinal Midwinter Jam, as the Minneapolis Lions have the lead 44-36. They will have the ball, and we'll have to travel the full length of the court, and the Cardinals will pick up a full-court press. On the floor is Doherty, Crossan, Darrow, Argenbright, and George. Gets it to Casey, and we turn the ball over. Three-point shot. Up and good. Wow. That is not what we wanted. And that's a big swing right there. We give them a three-pointer right there, guys, to bring it within 5. And Garrett Doherty is immediately fouled. And
Did the Cardinals sin of throwing the ball back underneath the basket where they were?
wow, that was huge.
That was a big swing.
Doherty misses the first one. As checking in will be number 42, that is Dustin Broder. He checks in for Demmel. Second shot coming by Doherty. Shot is up, and it is good. Nice shot, Garrett Doherty. Zach Allison will check in for Garrett Doherty. Nice job, Garrett. As Minneapolis have to tighten it up the defensive side. 45-39. Minute 47 left to go in the ball. Beaverly guarded by Darrow. Beaverly drives. And it's stolen by Argenbright. And Casey.
Very wild drive.
It's back to Grayson George. Back to Darrow. Jesus. Becker hammers Darrow, and Darrow will go to the line to shoot 2.
And I mean hammers.
Yeah.
Is a rough foul. Hard foul.
Darrow's first shot is up and good as he makes the first one. We'll have another one coming.
Nothing but free throws made for points for Minneapolis here in the fourth quarter.
And he makes another one. And Becker will bring it down for the Cardinals. Guarded by Argenbright. Gets the back over to Beaverly. Beaverly back to Kaiser. Kaiser is down low to Stetler. They go down low to Stetler. And Stetler backs him in and rolls around there. Gets it back to Grayson George. Minute left to go in the ball game. 47-41. Grayson rolls around. Back to Crossan. Back to Garrett. To Argenbright. Casey comes out of that one. Back to Grayson George. Grayson back out to Darrow. Darrow, and he'll get fouled. So 48 seconds left. John Michael will go to the line. 47-41. Darrow at the line to shoot 2 more.
Mrs. Semino, you can go start your bus.
No.
We're going to collect the gold and go.
Mike Perry. That's too early to call.
Oh, no. We're in good shape here.
Second one coming by Darrow. And he makes that one. Timeout. Nope, just a substitution. As checking in will be Demmel checks in for the Cardinals. 7-point lead, 48-41. All go into Becker. Becker guarded by Crossan. That's Kaiser. Steve, never Becker yet. That's Demmel. Back to Beaverly for 3. And the three's good. 48-44, 36.8 seconds left. And they're within 4. A big three-pointer right there by Ryan Beaverly, and that's his second one of the fourth quarter, and that one was with somebody in his face. Tough one right there. We will take a break. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Beaver Communication Channel 8.
Rob-Nike College Salina is proud to support our regional high school sport. Join us this year, cheering on the Minneapolis Lions, Solomon Gorillas, and the Ellsworth Bearcats.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks, and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex Salina.
Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Santa Fe Carpet, where new carpet starts at $1.50 per square foot. Santa Fe Carpet now has top stamps by Bliss, softest, smartest carpet ever in 48 colors. Minus bottom line carpet price, Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Garrett Doherty, Casey Ardenwright, John Michael Darrow, Grayson George, and Dylan Crossan on the floor. 36.8 seconds left. Minneapolis to inbounds. And a foul right there as they bring in George Tombaugh to foul. So yeah, they just needed somebody to foul, and Grayson will go to the line to shoot 2.
And foul before the ball being thrown in. No time off the clock.
And I highly expected. I thought I would see that.
Nice job, though, by Minneapolis to get the ball into the hands of one of your better free throw shooters.
And then he misses the first one. Kaiser checks back in. Second shot coming by Grayson George. Shot is up and good. Gets that one to fall. Zach Allison will check in for Garrett Doherty. Minneapolis, I think, is going to put a little pressure. And they do. Back to Beaverly. Beaverly with the hot hand. Back to Kaiser. Kaiser drives. Has back to Stetler for 3. 40 Argenbright with a rebound and a big foul right there. Nice job, Casey Argenbright. A big rebound by Casey. And he'll go the other direction to shoot 2 more.
You know, the bigs did their job, sealed off and boxed out, and that leaves your guard to come right through for the rebound, and Casey so quick to the basket. Big rebound.
Yeah. That's 5 or 6 defensive boards that young man. It's bad in the second half.
Shot is up and good by Casey Argenbright. 50-44, 20.4 seconds left. Another shot coming by Argenbright. It's up and it is good.
That's 8 of 8.
Yes.
8 of 8.
You're supposed to keep that quiet. I've talked to both of you guys. I'm going to bring both your necks.
Casey's all his points in this ball game are from the free throw line.
We got to have
from 8.
So Beaverly brings it down the other direction. He'll put up another 3.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Kaiser off the glass and good.
Becker
gets fouls Grayson George. So 9 ticks on the clock, 51-46. Grayson walks the other direction to shoot 2 more.
Like I say, Mr. Semino, go start your bus.
And Becker will foul out with 5 fouls.
We're done here.
Yeah.
The guys, this will be Coach Rick. This is the first win against 50 losses to get on the positive side here.
That's good for coaching. Good for Coach Hugh. So Grayson will.
Could come at a sweet time. Championship.
Yeah.
You bet. Tournament game.
We'll have 2 here.
We've had 3 rough years.
Yeah. Shot is up, and it is good by Grayson. You'll have another one coming. Second shot coming. Shot is up, and it is good as well. 52-46, 9 ticks on the clock, and nice job by the Lions tonight, guys. Wow. What a ball game. Ball will go into Kaiser. Kaiser brings it down. He'll take the long 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Kyler Macy and then knocked out of bounds by Broder. And it will stay with Minneapolis. Dylan Crossan to inbound.
1.16. on the fly.
Hoisington Cardinals will suffer their first loss of the season, and Minneapolis is victorious, and they are the champions of the Cardinal Winter Jam. Both the boys and the girls guys come away with the hardwood. Wow, what a ball game tonight, and that is one exciting ball game. The Lions come away with a great victory tonight. I get the thumbs up from Derek Peaschel and Levi Osherman watching us. So nice job by the Minneapolis Lions tonight as they come away with a victory, and they will receive the first place trophy, and we'll also see who makes the all-tournament team. And boy, I've got to think that for sure you're going to see 3 players on there for the Lions. Oh yeah, so maybe even more than that. We'll wait and see. But Minneapolis comes away with a victory tonight as they improve to 8-1. That were 9-1. 10-1. I'm way off.
And they will maintain their number 2 ranking, probably, in the state of Kansas, because there's been 3 undefeated top 10 teams fall
Sterling fell
to the hands
of Beloit.
Of NCAA.
Yeah, Beloit should. Beloit should.
They'll move up.
They'll move up. They should move up quite a ways.
They beat Hutch Trinity and Sterling, both 2 undefeated top 10.
And who are they playing for the championship tonight?
They played Sterling for the championship
last night. Oh, that was the championship last night. So Minneapolis victorious tonight. What a ball game tonight. Mike, they took the score off the board, 52-46. Is that what it was?
53-46.
53. 53-46. And congrats to the Hoisington Cardinals. I'll tell you guys, that's a solid ball team. Now, they only go really 7 deep, and that's probably their downfall. So they hand out the trophies or the medals, and Minneapolis will receive I'm assuming, did they get a plaque? I'm assuming yes, and medals. So Hoisington Cardinals get the runner-up plaque, and Minneapolis, they will announce here in just a second, run through the names as they run through them. And just a great crowd for the Lions. I don't know, can you scan the crowd, but great job. Minneapolis Lions champions, both girls and boys. Run through the names. Casey Argenbright, senior for the Lions. John Michael Darrow, junior for the Lions. Kyler Macy, a senior for the Lions. Andrew Yoxel, a junior for the Lions. Alex Johnson, a junior for the Lions. 15, Grayson George, a senior for the Lions. Garrett Doherty, a senior for the Lions. Garrett Pounds, another senior for the Lions. Alex Yoxel, a freshman for the Lions. Zach Allison, a junior for the Lions. And Dylan Crossan, a senior for the Lions. I tell you, guys, what a performance by the Lions tonight. A great victory as they receive the plaque and the board showing the bracket. So, nice job by the Lions as they are victorious. And how exciting is that, guys? Both the boys and the girls to win this tournament.
And they each have won their second tournament of the season. Both won the preseason tournament at the Tri-County Classic, and now they've won the mid-season tournament here, Winter Jam at Boise.
And
repeat winners.
We've seen these boys do this before in the fourth quarter, but not a field goal made by Minneapolis, all free throws, and Minneapolis was 15 of 20 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Hats off to them. We have harped on them, and they hit the free throws tonight. Let's see who the all-tournament team is. We'll listen for that. Michael Madeley from Otis Bison. Michael Happelby, sorry. Taylor Stahl from lacrosse. Marcus Maynard from lacrosse. Kyle Schmidt from Victoria. Gunnar Phelan from Quivira Heights. Kyle something from Ellenwood, sorry. Kyle Corbett. Cody Stetler from Hoisington. Derek Kaiser, absolutely. Kaiser, just tremendous ball player. Hoisington. John Darrow makes the all-tournament team.
Good for him.
Yeah. Grayson George. And I'll say I would have thought Casey Arkham.
I thought Casey would be on there, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
That's all right. Nice job, John Michael and Grayson George making the all-tournament team.
Point totals real quick.
Yeah,
Scotty?
go for him.
Cody Stetler with 7 points for Hoisington. Derek Kaiser, we shut him down completely in the fourth quarter. Had the hot hand in the second and third quarter. Had 14 points for Hoisington. Luke Becker had 6. Ryan Beaverly had 9. Demmel had 3. Broder had 5. And the other Broder had 2. For Minneapolis, Argenbright had 8 points, all from the free throw line, 8 of 8.
That was awesome. We looked at that earlier, and he was 6 for 6, and this is amazing. Just nice job, Casey Arkham.
John Michael Darrow came out in the second half and canned 2 bombs that got us started there in the third quarter. Ended up with 10 points. Kyler Macy had 2. I was going to mention Kyler. Kyler's called upon for his defensive capabilities, but he hit the biggest 2-pointer of the night over there. Shot it over the top of Stetler on the baseline, and it was big 2 points at the time. Andrew Yoxel had a tough night. He was in foul trouble most of the evening and did foul out. Ended up with 5 points. Grayson George led all scorers with 18. Garrett Doherty, big minutes tonight again. 3 points for Coach Shoup. Zach Allison, big minutes, scored 2. Dylan Crossan had 5, all in the first half, and that's scoring for Minneapolis. Minneapolis outscored 18-15 in the fourth quarter.
You know, but the free throws, you said 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Wow, how amazing! That's pretty amazing, guys. So, nice job by the Lions as they come away victorious tonight, as they win the Cardinal Midwinter Jam, and they improve to 10-1. And just a nice effort by the Lions tonight, both the girls and the boys. This Hoisington team, if we are privileged enough to make it back to state, guys, we could see them again. Thank goodness they're not in our sub-state.
Thank goodness they're not in our sub-state. It's bad enough to do. It's Riley County, Illinois.
Yeah, and like I said, if we're privileged enough to make it back to state, this is one tough ball team, and how big is it to win on their home floor? So we want to take a break and be back and see if Coach Shoup comes, or do you want to keep it here?
I think he'll be up.
If he'll be up, yeah, he's right there.
So. Newspaper guys stopped it.
Yeah, so
next week, the Lady Lions and the guys go on the road twice to Clifton Clyde on Tuesday, and then travel to Russell on Friday.
Travel to Russell on Friday.
So you are in the traveling mood, don't mind a $3.09 a gallon gas. Lions could use your support to come to either of those places.
it's just great here. The Lions have worked hard to get into this, moving up in this tournament, and finally end off with, yeah, just a great